Greetings shippers, welcome back, and today we have a special video. You may be noticing the steampunk getup. Yes, just in time for Halloween, but also just in time for something else. I'm thrilled to announce that today's video actually has a sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Alternity Cosmetics. So yes, here it is. You can see the color on the bottom. It has this nice sleek black tubing. It also has a gorgeous packaging with a steampunk landscape on it, which I'm 100% here for. And I'm very excited to be working with them, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they are a transformative fandom-based brand. You heard that right. They are Canadian, so I'm also always proud to rep my home country. They are just starting out, and they make the Persona lip paints. That being specialty lipsticks designed around their personas, all of them being steampunk-ish characters. And that is just a start. The company fully intends to branch out into other areas of fandom as well. Cyberpunk, fae, anime, and more. The company prides itself on being diverse and trying to include colors that will suit a wide array of skin tones. Each of the personas has their own story. So when you cosplay as them, they have a whole background. For yes, these lipsticks are designed with the idea that you will cosplay with them, which is very, very exciting to me. When going through the options of personas, I picked Rogue because she had the grungiest lip, and also because I think it's very important to remember that cosplay and costuming should be accessible for everyone. So I wanted to pick a look where we could showcase that it's okay to get started somewhere and just try stuff out, because especially in this day and age when there is so much cosplaying happening, it's easy to get intimidated and think that maybe one's look or costume isn't enough. But trust me, it definitely is. Everybody starts somewhere, and the important thing is that you have fun and that you enjoy your costume. There's belts, there's multiple belts. There's also suspenders. That's so fun. I can see why people do this now. So I was drawn to Rogue for more than just the lip color and belts, but also because of her backstory. Surviving on her own from a young age, Rogue thrives in the shadows. Master of the streets, she can read subtle body language cues like a book. Artful in the skill of sleight of hand, Rogue acquires an eclectic wardrobe that is pieced together out of necessity, rather than trying to be on trend. Strong and independent, Rogue doesn't fit in with society, and likes it that way. I liked that because it seemed like the type of character that I would play as in some kind of role-playing tabletop game or just any kind of fantasy game, because I like the sneak attack. I don't want to charge in and be on the forefront. No. Stealth attacks, invisibility, that's how you survive. That's how you stay alive for long periods of time. In the shadows. The founder came through quite her own fandom journey. She has been suffering from chronic illness since her youth, and as she got older and was finally diagnosed, she discovered that the procedure she was going to have to undergo was going to be life-changing, permanently so. And so throughout her life, there were two things that she had done to cheer herself up: entering the realm of make-believe, specifically steampunk, and also makeup. So this brand, Alternity, is her marrying those two things together: fandom, fundom, and a nice little third element of business. Because funployment is 100% real, and there's no reason that your passions can't also become your profession. I will of course have the link down below. It's just a regular link, it's not an affiliate code, but if you're interested in picking up this shade or seeing some of the other shades that they have on offer, link down below. And of course, I hope you stick around to see how you too can have an easily attainable Halloween costume. Reasonably so. So welcome to the close-up. We're too close in my opinion, but you need to see what's happening. Of course, we've got the goggles on because it's not a complete look without the goggles, and honestly, I've kind of forgotten that I'm wearing them. They don't feel like anything, which is a good thing. Now, the whole point of this is for it to be a relaxed recreation. I'm a firm believer in that anybody can give it a good old-fashioned college try, and it doesn't have to turn out exactly perfect. This is about making our rendition of the persona of the look, so let's get to it. I have the image over on the side as reference, of course, and I have the colors I'm going to use and everything over here. Part of why I did pick it is because it has a very simple eye look and stuff like that, and I'm not a beauty guru, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Rogue has a very natural-ish look going on, so Let's do it. I also feel like I'm still not beauty guru close. Here I'm just laying down a light color so that it can be lighter than the skin on my lid, so that there's a really nice strong contrast when I apply the darker shade in the crease. This just needs to be a shade that will appear lighter on you, whatever it is. Lighter but still vaguely visible. I can tell you what I'm using, but honestly it doesn't matter as long as you have colors that you're happy with how it's turning out. Like, you never need the exact same palette as anybody else or all of that hoopla. You just need what is going to get you the result that you want. Like, admittedly, sometimes it's nice to have the same palette or the same whatever. I mean, I have the Agent Carter lipstick just because I think that's very cool, but you do not have to, is my point. So in case you are curious, the palette I'm using is Yes Please by ColourPop. It is well loved. It's not clean. I don't have clean makeup. I use it and I touch it after I use it, and that's what happens. Okay. Yeah. Now for Rogue, she has this cut line that's very deep near the end of the crease, but not all the way down, so just partially. It's not too extra, so especially if you're new to doing stuff like this and you're not feeling very confident, this can be a nice simple way to ease into it. For the center, for those who want to know, for the grunge line, I am using the very maligned, honestly in my opinion, over maligned Subculture palette. But because it was so maligned, it went on sale and I was able to buy it, so yay. My eyes are different shapes, so the other side is doing all kinds of things, so I'll need to fix that after. It's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. If you make mistakes, don't stress out. It's fine. You have all the time in the world. There's no pressure. It should be relaxing. You want to feel relaxed doing it. You don't want to feel like, oh no, I'll never do makeup in this town again. All right, now it needs to go deeper. We need to get deeper. Whenever I say that, I always think of two things. I always think of the Inception meme and also the song by DJ Hansel. Also, when you're recreating looks, always be sure to do what works for your face and eye shape. It's so easy to watch these things and be like, why isn't it working? Well, we all have different eye shapes and different things that will work. There, it's starting to do stuff, you see? There we go. Now comes the scary step. The scariest of steps. I'm not even gonna look at you for this because I'm gonna mess it up. Eyeliner. It's everybody's favorite stuff. That's one side. Why am I whispering like that's gonna make me competent for the other side? Oh, I'm using Essence, by the way, which is the best and the cheapest. It's the best because it's the cheapest. Put on mascara. I do not wear falsies. I don't have time for that. Although these looks can be really enhanced with a nice pair of false lashes, but I just don't like to wear them. I find they damage my actual lashes. And then you end up in one of those cycles like Queen Elizabeth I, where you can never not wear lashes. There we go. All right, we're saving the lips for last. Want to highlight and blush. She's not wearing any, but I want to wear some. And it's our version. This is my favorite blush because it's from the Star Trek collection. When Mac did a Star Trek collection a while ago, and it's called Highly Illogical, which I think is perfect because that's what a Vulcan would think about blush. Are you liking this realistic application, by the way? Like, none of this like, ooh, look at how pigmented. No. Work. It's work. I want it buffed out. There we go. We're also going to highlight. I have ColourPop highlight. This is frosted. Ooh, the glow. Ooh, you're up close. You can see all my pimples and texture. I have a real face, you guys. And now the pièce de résistance. that's going to turn us into Rogue, the Rogue color, which is totally a color that I would wear, which is why I picked it when they gave me the choice. Because honestly, all of them were very workable. So you can see here, it has the nice doe foot. It is scented. It has a scent. It is a sugary, sweet scent that it's there. I don't find it too strong, but I know that some people that really bothers. So just be forewarned, because forewarned is forearmed. Okay, what's going on? It is very, very nicely pigmented and is such a nice color. Voila. I like it. I like it a lot. It dries very quickly. It dries very matte. Exfoliate your lips first because it will dry into your lines. It's drying into mine, but that's because I did not exfoliate it first. It's the kind that feels like you wouldn't be able to layer it though. Like if it started to flake, you would have to just take it off and then put it back on kind of thing. It looks very good. It feels very solid. I'm gonna let it dry just for a sec so we can, you know, make out with the back of our own hand and see if it transfers or not, because that's important. Because if you're gonna be looking all makeshift fly in your cosplay costume, well then you need to know if you can make out with the honeys, and it's an important question. Okay, I've given it enough time. I feel I'm impatient, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you'll be able to. There's a little spot on like the upper and lower bit, but yeah, if it dries down a bit more, you'll be able to just be kissing people left, right, and center, because that's what lipstick's for, right? So let's fix the hair while we're here. All right, we're on track. Here's the face. So we're gonna have to add the rest to the body, and then we're gonna come back and talk a bit more. So for this, what I liked about it was how accessible it was. Just looking at it, you can tell that you can achieve it without having to get too many things, most likely. For me, when I was going through college, it was very en vogue to have Empire waistline belts, and so I had tons of those hanging around to turn into the torso belts. Some of the extra belts were sacrificed to be turned into the armbands. They are tastefully held in place along the back with duct tape, because duct tape fixes everything. Also for the belts, when you're wearing them, make sure you have room to move and breathe. If you're planning on doing Halloween or cosplay, you're gonna be walking around. So that means you need to be able to move around. Don't cinch yourself too tight. You don't want to be a statue or like an actual Victorian lady. Nobody wants their organs pushed out of alignment. As mentioned in the intro, these are suspenders, borrowed from Mr. Shipper, who actually did not know where they were, but they're mine now, so yeah. The under is just a regular tank top. The one thing that I did spend some money on was these Steampunk Goggles, because they were on sale on Amazon, and if I bought them and bought my daughter a nightlight at the same time, I didn't have to pay shipping. For my version, I didn't worry too much about the bottoms because I do have a pair of really intense high heels that I can wear out with this. For me, that will very much replace the side belts and also holster, although you could achieve that with a small purse that you end up taping off, or a fanny pack. Yes, that's right. Find a use for your fanny pack. Side cool steampunk fanny pack. Again, I'm very thrilled to be being sponsored by this brand and to be able to bring awareness of it to you guys. Fandom, in my opinion, is 100% about sharing our experiences, our passions, our cosplays, our fics, everything. Of course, if you're not interested, then feel no pressure at all. Just know that this brand and brands like it are out there. Brands celebrating fandom. I always find it exciting when someone turns a negative experience into a positive using fandom. It showcases how much of an outlet fandom can truly be. I'm going to 100% be using this again. So far, it is very comfortable. It might get dry after a while, we'll see, but definitely if you're thinking about using it for short cosplay stints or Instagram photos, it's going to be fine for you. Most likely. We all have different lips, we all have different bodies. Take it with a grain of salt. I firmly believe that it doesn't need to be Halloween for you to be wearing this, or even cosplay. I think you can just wear this out and about. But if you do want to wait to dress up, you don't just have to dress up on Halloween. If you love cosplay and you're interested in it and you just want to try it out, then go for it. Honestly, having nice special things like goggles and lipstick, that's all fantastic, but you don't need it. All you need is your passion to cosplay. And don't let anybody tell you that you're too old or it's childish or any of that stuff. As long as you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your responsibilities, what you do in your own free time is your business, not anybody else's. Just like with anything in fandom, you know me, I encourage you to give it a good old try. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But hey, you just might. As always, thanks so much for watching. I know this was a bit different. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making it. Next time, we're back into the shipping arena. And of course, there is always many more videos coming soon. Shipping, tropes, and much more. There is so much fandom out there to explore, and I can't wait to explore it with you. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to come and explore a little bit, dip your toes into cosplay with me. I dip my toes in too. Let's dip in together. Until the next video, I will see you again soon, and let's get to that outro. Bye-bye. This has been Shipper's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Special thanks to all of my patrons, names on the side, for helping to make these videos possible, and for helping us streamline and determine content. There are, as always, more videos coming soon, so until then, stay tuned, for there are as many ships out there as there are stars in the sky.